So I was in the house that you live with me at. I was there and I was playing some video games. I was playing some PlayStation, and I heard our cats fighting, Mr. Mustard and Jasmine. We have two cats. Cats don't really love each other that much, so it's, you know, they're animals that just like to be by themselves. But they were fighting, and it wasn't great. But they are going to therapy now, so things are getting better because they have a lot of personal issues that they need to work out. And yeah, that was that. Okay, hey, Wellspring. So we got some high fives, just high fives for things that happened last week. Some awesome things we just want to highlight. So our first high five is last Sunday we had a new song that we performed, that the worship team performed. And it's always like a toss-up if people are gonna like a new song and whatnot, but this one was a hit and everybody loved it. So just high five to the worship team for putting it together, for Mindy for picking it and all that stuff. And yeah, the worship team kills it every single week. When your mom was here for when I preached, she was like, what's this band's name and when are they going on tour? Because they're so good. So just high five for all that.
Yes, our next high five is our snack collection. So last week was the first week that we started collecting snacks out in the lobby. We're collecting them for the homeless population in the area. We'll be doing it all month long, so be sure to drop something on that table and we will get it to the people that it needs to go to.
So high five for everybody who did that, and just the snack collection in general. Our next 3 high fives are very youth group related because we went to snow camp last weekend. We were not here. And we're just gonna do some snow camp related high fives because it was an awesome weekend. The first one that I wanted to high five was the leaders, the youth leaders, you guys, Joe, Donna, Bell, Alyssa, and Sky. They just killed it during the weekend. It wasn't the exact weekend we expected. Our Airbnb had a burst pipe and was leaking water outside of the house and in the basement, and we all almost got electrocuted and the house almost burned down. So that wasn't ideal, but they just killed it. It took everything in stride and just like were full force for the students this past weekend. So just a high five for them, whether it was Joe coming in clutch with driving and transporting meals back and forth, or Donnabelle yelling at middle schoolers, Alyssa hanging out with a student that was away from the group because she wasn't feeling well, or you doing whatever it is you did. Just thank you guys so much, and just a high five for them.
Yes, our next high five is for him. So a lot goes into planning snow camp, organizing everything, getting the teens where they need to be, all the paperwork that needs to be in. It's a lot. It's a big thing to plan. So props to you, high five to you for killing it on the organization. That's usually my thing.
Yeah. And our last high five, another snow camp related high five, but the most important one, and the reason we do snow camp, the reason we do youth ministry in general, was we had 3 students say yes to Jesus and say yes to a relationship with him, and they accepted him into their heart. I had some conversations with them afterwards, sometimes with an altar call. We had a student that got up. He was like, I have no idea why I'm getting up. But afterwards I was able to talk to them, and they accepted Jesus, and there's definite fruit there, and it's just so cool to see that, and the reason why we do youth ministry and we go to a place like snow camp. So with that, I just realized right this second, Jason never told me if you're supposed to stand up or not, so you might have to stand up or you might not. I'm not 100% sure. Follow his direction because I didn't text him. He's away. Okay, peace.